The appointment of the University of Virginia's 10th president, Scott Beardsley, is creating a divide among certain groups on grounds.
And student councils passed a resolution in support of Beardsley, while some faculty say he shouldn't have the role in the first place, calling the presidential search illegitimate. Kate Nectarline has our top story at 6.
The debate centers around Beardsley's appointment and disagreement over how the university should move forward. Groups that were once on the same page are now finding themselves on two different sides.
By no means are we giving President Beardsley an out. We're more so acknowledging that the path forward is most likely to involve him, and how can we make the most of that?
Clay Dickerson is president of UVA Student Council, which is moving forward in support of Beardsley. That comes after the new president, in a meeting with Dickerson, committed, among other things, to $500,000 for student initiatives on grounds.
At least 1,500 students a semester are supported by this branch. These are first-generation limited-income students.
Some faculty, though, have condemned the resolution. In a statement to the Daily Progress, the American Association of University Professors at UVA accused Beardsley of, quote, bribing students for support and maintained its desire to see his presidency re-examined. We reached out to the AAUP for an interview or statement, but did not receive one.
I can say with complete 100% confidence that it was not a bribery. I think that's a spit in the face of some self-governance.
Iman Akanous is chair of Student Council's representative body, which wrote and passed the resolution. She says they had already drafted the resolution before learning of the financial support.
But Beardsley is in now, and looking forward in the near future, we do not believe that he will be leaving anytime soon. While we do not agree with the process, we have to look forward to the future.
That's in stark contrast to some faculty who do not believe Beardsley should be allowed to stay. The Faculty Senate has called for the new Board of Visitors to conduct a study into Beardsley's appointment to determine whether his presidency can stand.
Some faculty are tired of upheaval and hoping for stability. Other faculty strongly believe that because they didn't trust the board, they can't trust the outcome of the process.
Kate Nectarline, 29 News.